Because there was an obstacle between Rantaro and Gonta.
The bookcase.
Obstacle?
The moving bookcase. When Rantaro was killed, it should have been open.
Yup, that's our evidence. The bookcase door was open when he was killed.
Hold on. Oh god. This is difficult. The hidden door photos, probably. Okay, we're gonna go with the hidden door photos.
I get it! It's in this picture. Here, look! These two pictures were taken by the camera facing the moving bookcase.
Exactly.
These photos were taken moments before Rantaro was killed.
The bookcase door is completely open here, and then it closes automatically. So by the time we entered the library, the door had already closed itself. Before Rantaro was killed, the bookcase door was open. Even if Gonta did throw the shot, it would have hit the bookcase instead.
Yep. Makes sense to me.
I see. Well, that pretty much shuts the book on that theory, then.
If that's true, then there's no possibility that Gonta is the culprit.
What? Why are you making this so complicated? Just be the culprit already.
What?
Sorry.
I don't think you need to apologize.
No.
Yeah, that's right. A man shouldn't apologize so easily.
I should be the one to apologize. I am sorry for accusing you, Gonta.
No, going to understand. 'Cause we gotta find culprit.
Well said. For a degenerate male, you're actually pretty reasonable.
Ugh, I hate this sentimental crap.
Why's that? It's nice when everyone gets along like this.
Are you stupid or something? I can't stand people having a good time.
Having a good time, having a good time.
Daddy's too evil to feel ashamed for being evil.
I suppose so.
We could learn a lot from him.
Don't mind me. I'm not actually taking notes. I'm placing bets on racehorses.
What?
I'm jonesing for a leaf. I need a raccoon tail to chase my dragon.
That's a Mario reference, I assume.
It's good that Gonta's in the clear, but don't break out the confetti just yet. We're out of suspects now. On top of that, we still don't even know how Rantaro died.
Yeah.
So we only know what the weapon is? How are we supposed to find the mastermind with that?
Well,
We know the murder weapon is the shot put ball. But where did the culprit get it?
the warehouse, probably.
I think it was from the warehouse. I saw track and field equipment there.
Then anyone would have been able to obtain it. We need more information. What's wrong, Shuichi?
What's on your mind, buddy?
Ah! How do we find this darn culprit now?
Hey, culprit! Quit hiding! Just be a man and fess up already!
We don't even know if they're a guy or not, though, right? Or if they're even human.
What?
Are you referring to me?
Don't worry, you guys. We're one step closer to the truth, so don't give up. Try to remember what happened. We can find more clues left by the mastermind.
Clues? What kind of clues?
Like, if Rantaro was deceived by the mastermind and went to the library, maybe somebody saw Rantaro having a suspicious conversation with someone.
No.
It would be a good idea to figure out who knew about our trap. Either way, anything you guys remember might be able to help with the case.
Yes, but are you sure the culprit is also the mastermind?
No, we're not.
Huh? Yeah, I think so. Why?
Then what Atua just told me about how the culprit entered the library is correct. Huh? I didn't hear anything. Oh, that's right. Only I can hear the voice of Atua. Then I will speak on Atua's behalf, as his prophet. If the culprit is the mastermind, they could have entered the library while avoiding the cameras.
Sure, through the door.
You serious? There's a way to do that?
The door via the hidden bookcase, yeah.
Super serious, brother.
What?
Tua sounds like a shady weirdo.
Yeah, a little bit. A way for the culprit to enter the library without being caught by the cameras. It'd be the hidden door if it was already open.
I should continue explaining on his behalf. Yeah, ha ha ha! Only Atua knows the truth behind this incident!
You are exhausting, quite frankly. Front entrance photos, library event, Maki's account.
Hiding in the library the whole time.
Are you gonna say the vent?
Kaede and Shuichi even placed the cameras.
Where would they have hidden?
I have a feeling you're gonna say the vent.
Inside the hidden door.
Okay, yeah.
So you're saying the culprit was lying in wait there?
The card reader dust, though.
If that's true, the suspects are those who were alone at the time of the incident.
The only ones who didn't go to the dining hall or basement are...
Kokichi and Kibo and Ryoma, right?
I knew the culprit was a male!
Yahaha! Behold Atua's divine logic!
I've never had to debate a god before. I can tell there's a contradiction, but I don't think Angie's noticed it yet.
Hiding in the library the Kaede and Shuichi.
Where would they...
Hidden door!
Nope.
No, that's wrong! Wait a minute, Angie. I don't think it was possible to hide in the hidden door.
The card dust.
What? You dare challenge Atua?
Atua's stupid, and so are you.
The door was ever used.
The dust is still there. It looks like the card reader wasn't used. That means the mastermind didn't hide here.
While investigating the mastermind, I placed dust on the card reader. If anyone swiped their card key, the dust would have fallen.
We already confirmed during the investigation that there was no dust on the floor. The bookcase hadn't been opened, so I doubt anyone was hiding in there.
The fog has lifted.
Oh, the fog is lifted.
You've still got a ways to go.
What?
Huh? What do you mean?
The culprit could have been in the library before the cameras were even set. You won't be able to prove anything with weak reasoning like that.
Seems you've been contradicted. This kind of argument surfaces, you will go into a one-on-one debate called a rebuttal showdown. You can count, it's the sword fight from Danganronpa 2. Let's see, in this one you counter the other person's claim and argue against it. Move your truth blade within moments within the mouse. With movements with the mouse and align it with your opponent's claims. Left click to perform a regular cut in the direction the blade is pointing. Right click to cut with the truth blade. Truth blades will be called truth blades. Use regular cuts on your opponent's words, but when a weak spot appears, slash it with a truth blade. If you don't have the correct truth blade, you will not be able to cut an opponent's remark. If you cut through multiple words at once, you get a time bonus. 2 at a time gets you 2 seconds, 3 is 3, the more you can cut down together, the better. Watch the position of your opponent's claim closely and slice as many as you can. You can skew the debate's mood to your advantage. Debate will progress. If you ignore the other person's remarks, it will skew to their advantage, and you have to deal with loss of progress. A blade lock could occur. Oh, it's a button mashing. Don't knock it before you try it. You can also V agree, so blah 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 blah. Thanks for your time. Okay. Monica will file one Rantar's belongs front entrance,
Even
rear
if we
entrance.
rule out the hidden door, the library's got no shortage of hiding spots. There's piles of books all over. Since the culprit was there before the cameras were played, it could have been hiding there, you know? They took out Rantaro, then took off.
But if the culprit killed him and ran away, wouldn't they have been caught on camera?
Not if they went back.
Rantaro's belongings. In front entrance photos. First of the shot, hey, Shuichi.
To hiding, right after killing Rantaro. Then, once everyone's gathered around the body, all they gotta do is act like they just ran in. Rejoin everyone and we'd be none the wiser.
Rejoin everyone and be none the wiser?
Not
Rejoin everyone and none the wiser, though. Front entrance photos, rear entrance photos. Monokuma. Well, that's obviously not what we need.
right after killing Rantaro.
Ah, crap.
Then, once everyone's gathered around the body, all they gotta do is act like they just ran in. Rejoin everyone and we'd be none the wiser.
That's your. Well, I messed up. You won't persuade me with anything, but okay, it's the other photos then.
Not if they went back into hiding. Right after killing Rantaro. Then, once everyone's gathered
Which
around
photos
the
did
body,
I try there?
all they gotta do is act like they just ran in. Rejoin everyone and we'd be none the wiser.
God damn it. Okay, we'll try the front ones. Those were the rear.
Not if they went back into hiding. Right after killing Rantaro. Then, once everyone's gathered around the body, all they gotta do is act like they just ran in. Rejoin everyone and we'd be none the wiser.
I'll cut your words!
Yeah, well, not quite. Allow me to cut through those words. Close enough.
The culprit met him inside the library? That doesn't seem possible, though.
Let's hear it then. What's your reason?
If you take a look at the 3 pictures from the camera we placed near the front door, this is when Shuichi and I met up with Kaito and Tenko, and then rushed in. This one shows the other 4 people running in after they heard Tenko scream. And finally, everyone else coming in after hearing the body discovery announcement. You can clearly see everyone entering the library in these pictures. It wouldn't make sense if there was someone hiding in the library the whole time.
Well, that does cover everyone now, doesn't it? I guess the one who still has a ways to go is me.
Don't worry about it. It's better to think about each possibility anyway.
Right.
Right, Shuichi?
Yes.
He's being really quiet. Is he worried about
So
something?
the real question is how the culprit entered and exited the library.
We cannot continue until we address that problem first.
It's quite the mystery. How did the killer avoid being caught by the cameras?
Almost like they were invisible.
Well, you're a mage. Can you cast invisibility spells?
Oh, but it wasn't me. My magic can only make you half invisible.
Uh-huh.
Your upper half, to be specific.
What?
That's kind of a half-baked invisibility spell, isn't it?
But both doors to library had hidden cameras on them.
How about the vent in the library? Maybe they came in through there.
No, it doesn't work.
But Shuichi and I were on lookout in the classroom with the connecting vent.
The culprit waited until Kaede and Shuichi weren't looking, then turned invisible.
You're useless.
Himiko is really gung-ho about her invisible culprit theory.
Yeah, no. There's no way someone snuck into the library through the vent.
We have evidence that proves that would have been impossible. Alright, it's the vent itself. Or not. Sorry. The stacked books, then.
I get it! When I set the cameras, I also stacked some books in front of the vent. If someone did crawl in and out from the vent, the books would have collapsed. While we were investigating, they were still neatly stacked the way I placed them.
Maybe they put the books back when they left the room.
That would be quite difficult to achieve on such a narrow bookcase.
Yeah, I don't think
If
so.
we've ruled out the vent and doors, then how'd the culprits get in and out of the library? Maybe divine intervention?
No.
Gonta no can think of any other way to enter.
Eureka! I know how the culprit got in the library. The front door!
What?
Have you been paying attention? The camera would have taken their picture.
Not if the culprit timed their movements around the camera intervals.
What?
Huh? Intervals?
What is that?
Basically, the culprit knew about the cameras and their intervals. So they snuck into the library between camera shots to avoid appearing in the photos.
Beauty and brains. Why? It's just not fair.
What are you?
Mew, what's this interval you're talking about? Huh? Oh, now you're asking me.
After the shutter snaps, the camera can't take a new photo for 30 seconds.
Why?
Because I redesigned the cameras to auto-roll the film instead of having to do it manually.
That's the first time I'm hearing about this. Why didn't you tell us from the start?
That's pretty helpful.
But I told your little beta boy toy after I gave you the remodeled cameras.
What?
Oh, is that true?
Shuichi?
I'm sorry. I guess I forgot to tell you.
Oh dear.
How could you forget to tell me?
I didn't think it would affect the plan. I didn't realize it would matter. I guess I just forgot to mention it. I'm really sorry.
Oh dear.
I forgot. What a pitiful excuse.
Yeah, that's pretty much a lie.
Oh shit, did Shuichi kill him?
No, it's not a lie. He probably just forgot. There was so much going on at the time. It's only natural to forget, you know?
Yeah.
Let's put that aside for now and talk about the
Shuichi, did
camera
you kill him?
intervals.
Each interval lasted for 30 seconds, correct, Mew?
Yeah, sure. I'll explain it again to you mushheads. The 3 cameras that Kaiidiot and Puichi placed go off when they pick up movement. From there, it takes 30 seconds for the film to auto-roll to the next photo.
So, for 30 seconds, anyone could have entered the library without their photo being taken?
That may have been enough time to kill Rantaro and exit the library.
It's definitely enough time. You just gotta move at lightning speed. I see. Then there's no doubt the culprit
Seems
made
so,
use
to be
of the
certain.
camera's intervals.
That means the culprit was Mew all along, since she knew about the intervals.
No, we've already established.
Don't be an asshole! I have an alibi. Remember the dining hall?
Oh, yeah. Well, who else knew about the intervals?
Just Shuichi.
Now, who was it again?
Shuichi.
Well then, does this mean that he is the culprit we have been seeking?
Shuichi.
Hey, what gives, Shuichi?
Is it really you?
Shuichi would never do that. Right, Shuichi?
You had better speak soon. Your silence only damns you further.
Fess up already! Did you kill Rantaro?
Hey, Shuichi. What's gotten into you?
Oh dear.
Don't tell me you're gonna plead the 5th now.
Oh man, this is getting good! Entertain me, peasants!
No way. Shuichi can't. He could be. Shuichi. Intermission. Oh, they have a full theater. Wow, the trial is racing towards its thrilling conclusion. Do you know who the culprit is? Obviously, I know, because I know everything. Knows everything. Know everything. Yeah, he knows everything about anything. He basically traded his bearhood for godhood. Yes, he has betrayed his Earthsign ancestors. Traded? No, I'm still obviously a bear. It is obvious, right? Right, you guys? You sure ain't no fish, but you damn sure smell like one.
Now then.
Since I know everything, I'll give you the whole story later. Try your hardest to nab the culprit, and believe me, that's no lie. If I lied, it would shake the game to its very foundation. So trust me, and please enjoy the class trial without any worries.
I feel like we're getting close to the gory part. It's making me nervous.
Yeah.
I don't know who the culprit is, but I'm not paying attention, so it's okay.
Yeah, but there's one thing we do know. The line between victim and attacker ain't as clear as you might think.
What?
I suppose that's one lesson we can take away from this case.
I cut off the leg before the poison spread. By spring, flowers will grow from the stump.
What?
Say something already.
Your tongue-tied silence speaks volumes. I fucking knew you were the culprit.
Wait just a minute! None of that is possible! Shuichi was with me the whole time we were on lookout.
Not the whole time.
When are you suggesting Shuichi killed Rantaro?
Were you really together the whole time?
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm asking if you two were on lookout together the whole time.
Well, I guess we weren't together the whole time.
He's gonna check out the basement. Oh boy.
So that's when Shuichi went to kill Rantaro!
No! Shuichi wouldn't kill anyone!
Don't become emotional. We must seek the truth in a calm and logical manner, or all our lives will be lost here.
I'm not being emotional here. I'm saying it with conviction.
Even if Shuichi did go to the basement, he couldn't have killed Rantaro because... the security sensor going off?
I get it.
He can turn that off though, can't he?
The security alarm didn't ring until after Shuichi returned to the classroom. It only rang after Rantaro moved the hidden door, which means he was still alive. If Shuichi was with me when the alarm went off, then that means he's not the culprit.
By the way, I want to confirm one thing with you, Kaede. Who set the security sensor on the bookcase?
That is a horrifying
Shuichi, right?
face. What the fuck?
Huh?
Oh boy.
Yeah. Shuichi was the one who set up the security sensor. What about it?
Did you actually check for yourself if the sensor was set on the bookcase, Kaede?
No, I didn't check.
Did it ever occur to you that Shuichi could have lied about setting the sensor?
A lie?
Oh,
Shuichi
boy.
pretended to place the sensor on the hidden bookcase door. But in actuality, he was holding it the whole time. And when he met up with you, he secretly triggered the sensor to make the security alarm go off.
That face is legitimately horrifying. Please stop making that face.
That would cause Kaede to assume that someone had moved the bookcase.
I see! Sneaky little fucker!
Shuichi, please say something. I know for a fact that he's not the culprit. Do I? Lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they touch these. Think of them as obstacles. You can use the silencer with left click to shoot down the white noise. Not only does that make it easier to shoot the right weak spots, you'll also get additional time. I don't know. Receiver on Shuichi, rear entrance.
The security sensor was armed.
Okay, rear entrance photos is another one.
But
hidden door photos. It'd have to be.
the moving bookcase isn't what triggered it. As it turns out, Shuichi had it the whole time.
The sound Kaede heard came from the sensor when Shuichi secretly moved it.
I don't think so.
In order to trigger the alarm.
I'm just shooting these.
So when Kaede heard the sensor go off, she figured someone had tried to move the bookcase.
Only an idiot could make that mistake.
Come on, Shuichi, say something, my dude.
The security sensor was armed, but the moving bookcase is...
Oh, did I not have the beat counter on that?
wrong.
Whoops. I tried.
Wait a minute. This is weird. If the security sensor wasn't placed, then... we wouldn't have been able to take that picture. We were only able to get it because the sensor was triggered by the hidden door.
Right.
Oh, that? Easy to explain. Well, you see... I guess you're right. Sorry, I didn't think that far ahead.
You're giving up that easily?
Yeah, I mean, whatevs. I made a mistake, big deal.
You speak as if you knew that from the start. Even I was taken in.
So you see, Shuichi
Yeah,
can't be
Kokichi's
the
kind of a little
culprit.
troublemaker, isn't he?
Now wait just a minute.
He can turn off the
The
sensor.
security sensor had a power supply, so what if it went like this? The security sensor was set up on the bookshelf, and Shuichi had its receiver. However, Shuichi turned the receiver off.
Huh? How come?
That would get you a picture, but no alarm when Rantaro moved the bookcase. Then, when Shuichi says he's gonna check the basement, he actually goes to the library. And thanks to the 30-second interval, he's got time to go in after Rantaro.
He could have collected the sensor from the hidden bookcase after killing Rantaro.
I see. Then he caused the receiver to go off in front of Kaede to trick her.
Is this true,
Certainly
Shuichi?
plausible, considering that Shuichi knew about the intervals.
How needlessly complicated. But I guess it's not impossible.
Then, Shuichi really is the culprit?
So the ultimate detective is the killer. What a plot twist!
Wait! Why do you guys think he's the culprit? Shuichi, please say something. Why aren't you saying anything?
Dude.
Shuichi, what's wrong? You're not culprit, are you?
Are you about to have a freaking Nagito breakdown moment?
Hey, you gonna say anything? We'll all vote for you if you don't.
Are you okay with being the culprit? Are you ready to turn yourself in?
Everyone suspects Shuichi. Even so. Why won't he say anything? Is there a reason he won't say anything? It's all up to me, I guess. I'll take control of this debate. What? Even if it means I have to lie to do it? What? Did you hear that? A lie? Telling a lie in a class trial, but sometimes telling a lie is oh, this is new. There are no lies in this tutorial. From here on out, there will be times in debate you have to lie. You have to refute the lies, but now you have to lie yourself. Oh boy. Select the truth bullet like normal non-stop debates. You hold right-click, the truth bullet will become a lie bullet with the opposite meaning. Releasing the right mouse button will shoot the lie bullet. Use a lie bullet to argue or agree with someone's statement. It'll become a perjury, a statement that paints over the truth with lies. While lying, your influence gauge will drain. A successful lie will restore it. If you miss with your lie bullet, you'll take damage, so be careful. I've heard there's a rumor there's a secret way to advance debates. It's called a back route. Only those who lie well will be able to find it. Monokuma file number 1, receiver on Shuichi.
Let's go over the case one more time.
The receiver, Monokuma file, moving bookcase. Bookcase moved back to its original position. Original place right before Kaede and Shuichi found the body. And sensor was placed so in case someone moved it would notify Shuichi.
Security sensor was placed on the moving bookcase. Shuichi also had the receiver.
But he had it turned off.
And so when Rantaro moved the bookcase, a picture was taken without the alarm sounding.
Then taking advantage of the camera's interval timer,
Shuichi hid in the library and murdered the shit out of Rantaro! And then he grabbed the security sensor from the bookcase and returned to the lookout spot.
Afterward, he set off the receiver in front of Kaede on purpose to make her think the murder had just happened. Praise be Tua! We've solved this case! So Shuichi was just using Kaede.
Basis for their suspicion is that Shuichi had the receiver. What? Oh boy.
Let's go over the case one more time.
This is not going to go well.
The security sensor was placed on the moving bookcase. Shuichi also had...
I'll turn this lie into the truth.
Oh boy. Perjury.
Sorry, you guys. I forgot to tell you something important.
What?
Forgot?
To tell you the truth, it was me. I had the receiver.
Huh?
So that's why there's no way Shuichi could have turned off the receiver.
Oh boy.
If that is true, then the entire premise of the argument thus far is wrong.
Is this true, Kaede?
Of course! Come on, would I lie to you guys?
That only screw yourself over. If we mess up, you're dead too, you know.
Or perhaps you wanted to cover for Shuichi, even at the cost of your life.
Yeah, you know.
I cannot imagine why anyone would risk their life to lie on another's behalf.
Words from a true heartless robot. Emotions are only for meatbags.
That is a harmful stereotype. I can produce heartfelt remarks through calculations.
Like less than 3?
Oh boy.
Those kinds of calculations?
It's a heart.
It's not so unthinkable. All hearts are blind when faced with radiant love. Doing anything for the one you love. Hasn't everyone felt that way before? I most certainly have, at least.
You are an interesting person,
You
Kyo.
are. I'm sure that person didn't want your love.
That's mean.
Kaede and Shuichi are pretty buddy-buddy with each other, so I wouldn't doubt that. Plus, the way Kaede just acted right now, I'm pretty sure she lied. A talented liar like me can spot other people's lies
Please
easily.
stop making that face.
Well, what do you guys think? To believe or not to believe, Kaede?
I do want to believe Kaede, but Shuichi does seem pretty suspicious. He has been strangely quiet for a while now, which is classic degenerate male behavior.
Oh, good grief.
Yeah, I agree.
Shuichi is the only person here who's suspicious.
So we all agree that Puichi did it? Then let's just vote already!
No, I still think it is too soon to determine the culprit.
I agree. I sort of can't believe that Shuichi is the culprit.
Yeah, this ain't right.
I agree. But I don't know if Atua agrees. 'Cause right now it's his nap time.
Oh god, take snaps, huh?
This is quite troublesome. It seems our opinions are on opposite ends.
How are we supposed to decide? We're split, right down middle.
Hold on!
Oh boy.
Split? Did you just say split?
Time for the other new thing.
You did! I heard it! I heard it with my belly button microphone!
So wait, your ears don't do anything?
The Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds!
Oh dear.
More phenomenal trial grounds?
The trial grounds are gonna morph? Seriously? I totally want to see that!
Either way, we have to do something. We can't vote for Shuichi because he's definitely not the culprit. If we vote for him, all hope is lost. I won't be able to save everyone. But I haven't lost hope yet. I won't give up. Before I can save everyone, I need to make sure we're all on the same page. You're split down the middle. Debate scrums that are perfect. You'll be split into 2 teams. You argue your opinions with each other. Everyone's so fired up, the subjects of your statements don't match. That's not how you debate at all. You have to match your subject with your opponents and then put them in the correct order. That's how you make a good debate. Your side's subject keywords will be displayed, but your opponent's subjects won't be revealed yet. Listen closely for the subject of your opponent's argument. Before your opponent finishes their statement, use W and S to find the same subject keyword, and right-click to argue the subject with the same keyword. You and your opponent's arguments match, your opponent's keyword will be revealed, and when all the statements match up, you'll enter the finale. Rapidly tap the key displayed on the screen to push your opponent's claim out. Don't get pushed back, push their claim out for a perfect refutation. Oh boy. Oh boy. We're going to like almost a weird 3D thing, but it's still 2D. What? Well, this is something. It's Organization 13! Is Shuichi the culprit?
You hid what you knew about the camera intervals, Shuichi.
Gota!
But Mew's silent about intervals too.
Unlike Shuichi, I actually have an airtight alibi.
Kaito!
Kaede backed up Shuichi's alibi, didn't she?
Oh boy.
Shuichi and Kaede weren't together the whole time, were they?
Hirumi!
Both of them were together when the receiver went off.
This is interesting.
If Shuichi had the receiver, it could have been...
Kibo!
Kaede is the one who actually had the receiver.
But that's Kaede's lie, is
I'll do it! We'll know whether or not it's a lie when we talk this through.
Okay. Ah, crap! I was hitting S. God damn it. Hey, 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 did I do it? Yeah, Shuichi didn't say anything.
Everyone, you have to believe me. Shuichi is not the culprit. If we vote for Shuichi, we'll be making the wrong choice. And if that happens, everyone will be executed. I definitely won't let that happen, even if it costs me my life.
Kaede.
Yeah, it's just like Kaede said. Shuichi ain't the culprit.
Gonta believe in Shuichi too. Gentlemen always believe in friends.
Well, if Shuichi's not our culprit, then who is?
We've already exhausted all possible avenues of discussion.
No way. There has to be something else we can discuss. We just gotta think. Right, Shuichi?
Huh?
Shuichi, even though you're not the culprit, you've been quiet for a while. It's because you realized something, huh? You're scared to reveal the truth. I thought so. Shuichi, answer me this. What kind of truth did you realize?
Did Kaede kill him?